Hey guys, back with another video. Today I wanted to talk about the importance of grip strength in strength sports, and that being said, I'm talking about strongman and powerlifting. Obviously, when it comes to bodybuilding, grip strength is still important, but they're more focused on hypertrophy, not as much the ability to lift heavier weights. And when it comes to powerlifting, raw powerlifting, I believe, I've never competed in powerlifting, requires less equipment to be used. And so therefore I think your grip strength has to be stronger if you're going to lift more weight. And when it comes to strongman, in a lot of the events you're not allowed to use any sort of straps or anything, to my knowledge. And when it comes to strongman, you have to think about what type of different movements you're going to be doing. A lot of the time you'll be holding a sandbag like this, or you'll be trying to lift up an Atlas stone. Your hands are going to need to grip it correctly, or even a shield carry. Obviously that's a little bit more of a trying to get your wrist to bend around type deal. Grip strength is obviously going to be immensely important in any sort of pull, like a deadlift, or even if you're doing the log press, you have to start with the log press down, roll it up, and then overhead press it. So when it comes to doing the log press, you want to make sure that you can hold on to it. Obviously, your hands are going to be facing this way with the log press because they're inside of the log, rather than this way as if you were doing, a normal overhead press with a bar. Grip strength is also very important. In tons of sports, it's extremely important in hockey. I know that because I played when I was younger. And in hockey, just the amount of stick control. Typically your top hand has to be stronger, if I remember correctly. And that's the hand that's guiding the stick along in the different movements. So you want to make sure that that has a lot of endurance, or strength endurance, because you don't want it getting fatigued while you're playing. And no other strongman events are coming into mind as far as grip strength right now. I can't believe I forgot this. Truck pulls. When you're doing truck pulls, or if you're doing any sort of lift where you have to pull on a rope, sometimes they'll have you do a sort of row with the rope, pulling a vehicle or whatever. It's not like you're going to be like having having straps on every single time you do that. You have to have extremely strong grip strength when it comes to those events. There's not much really to say more about that. So I'm going to get into different ways to train grip strength. Obviously there's those bands you can put around your finger and extend so that you get the back of your hand grip strength really strong. You can also get essentially any sort of thing with sand in it and work on pushing in and out, because it's going to be a lot of resistance with your hand inside. You can get different things that you can squeeze, obviously. But when it comes to weights, there's a lot of different things you can do. One that's very common is simply gripping like this. That one's too heavy for me. Here we go. So simply gripping like this. Sometimes people even try and throw it up and catch it. And by doing that, lifting it from the ground, you build up your grip strength. Another way that a lot of people build up their grip strength is they'll take, let me see if I can show you here really quick. They'll take two plates and they'll face them into each other like this, and you have to hold them together. Now this is pretty easy because it's just 10 pounds each. World's Strongest Man can do it with, Brian Shaw can do it with 245s. He can do it with the old, if I remember right, York barbell plates, the huge thick ones that look like deep dish pizza. liners, and he can pick that huge amount up. Obviously, any sort of thing where all you're doing is practicing holding a handle and lifting it up, they have a lot of those for training. So yeah, that's pretty much it on grip strength. Why it's important, first of all, what sport it applies to, and why it specifically applies to strongman and how you can train it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you want to see next time. I hope everyone's doing well. I know that if you're watching this at close to the time of me recording it, a lot of people are stressed out because of the whole election in America. I won't get into that or anything, but I hope everyone's doing well. Maybe do some lifting to try and calm yourself down if you're really nervous or anxious. Always works for me. So, as always, when you bench, keep your shoulders back and down, and I'll see you in the next one.